When you get in a crash involving a large vehicle, your property damage and personal injuries are likely to be severe. In this case, you may be entitled to compensation. An 18-wheeler accident lawyer will work with you to obtain multiple compensation benefits, so you can rebuild your life alongside loved ones and without financial stress. 18-wheeler accidents are especially dangerous due to the size of these vehicles, which can weigh up to 80,000 pounds, according to regulations by the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles. Given their large size, these trucks can cause an increased risk of catastrophic and even fatal injuries during a crash. According to a study by the Texas Department of Transportation, an average of 5,000 people are killed and 115,000 are injured each year in crashes involving 18-wheelers. For a victim of this type of accident to get fair compensation, it's almost always necessary to negotiate with powerful insurance companies that aim to defend the interests of their investors. Often victims are left unprotected when insurers deny them compensation or pay them as little as possible. Many people who suffer traffic accidents wonder if they can sue on their own without a lawyer. In truth, it's almost impossible to win these types of cases without the advice of an expert lawyer, as insurance companies have generous financial and technical resources to undermine victims' claims. Unfortunately, many victims lose their right to be compensated by not hiring legal help or by choosing a law firm that's inexperienced in fighting insurance companies. To receive compensation, victims of large truck accidents should seek the expertise of a legal team specializing in traffic accidents, such as George Salinas Injury Lawyers. We'll work to build a strong case that conclusively proves that the other driver was at fault. To prove this, it's necessary to gather evidence and engage specialists from different fields, such as investigation, medicine, and mechanics. Typical evidence collected during this process includes eyewitness accounts, videographic material, medical reports, reports on manufacture, design, or maintenance defects. Contrary to popular belief, hiring experienced traffic accident lawyers isn't expensive. In fact, victims don't have to pay out of pocket at any time. In cases involving personal injury, lawyers almost always work under a payment method known in the legal world as contingency fees. This means that the law firm covers all expenses and in exchange keeps a small percentage of the final compensation, but only if they win. If the lawyer doesn't win the case, the victim doesn't have to pay for their services. Have you or a loved one gotten in an accident involving a large vehicle? At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, we're experts at winning compensation benefits for our clients, which let them rebuild their lives alongside their families and without financial stress. Contact us by calling 210-940-3038 or filling out this form to schedule a free consultation, where we'll explain the different legal options for your case. Our San Antonio 18-wheeler accident lawyers will fight to get you justice. Table of contents. How can our 18-wheeler accident lawyers in San Antonio help you? How can our 18-wheeler accident lawyers in San Antonio help you? In addition to the pain of their injuries, victims and their families must face several difficult questions after an accident. How am I going to pay for all the hospital bills, medications, doctor appointments, and rehabilitation sessions? What's going to happen to me and my family if the accident prevents me from working? Who's going to reimburse me for all my lost wages? Can I sue if my immigration status is unclear? To get started, our large truck accident attorneys at George Salinas Injury Lawyers can help clarify your doubts. As your attorneys, we'll seek various compensation benefits to cover all your medical expenses now and in the future, as well as reimbursement for lost wages if you're unable to work due to your injuries. If the injuries you suffered as a result of the accident have caused you emotional and psychological damages, such as distress, depression, or post-traumatic stress disorder, we'll also seek financial compensation for this. It doesn't matter what your immigration status is. If you've suffered an accident due to someone else's negligence, Texas law protects you. You're entitled to compensation to help rebuild your life. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, we'll fight for justice while also ensuring the privacy of your personal information. In addition to answering your questions, our large commercial vehicle accident attorneys at George Salinas Injury Lawyers will study the specifics of your case and outline a plan of action to build a winning compensation claim. Our number one priority is always your health. That's why our work also includes making sure that you're attended by the finest medical team, as insurers often seek to impose their own doctors and hospitals, even if they're not the best. Once we've guaranteed that your health is in good hands, we'll take the necessary actions to win your case, while you focus your energies on recovering alongside your loved ones. Some of the steps we'll take include the following. 01. We'll go to the scene of the accident, so our crash experts can reconstruct the events and get the most accurate information possible about what happened. 02. We'll identify possible eyewitnesses of the accident and speak with them to record their testimonies. 03.